professional career, but very often after the interval, the theatre was half empty, really. It was such a relief. I've been sculling around in Surrey for quite a long time now. And I remember about 20 years ago, the probation service sending a group of young offenders off to Romania, and it made a huge difference to them. I remember with the Surrey Care Trust, more than 20 years ago, we had motor projects for young people at risk of offending, and it made a huge difference then. So I'm just as much in favour of our rivals tonight as I am of Orpheus, and I hope you will support all of them as well. At Orpheus, we work with the same lot of people, young people who are not quite in the middle of society, but we do it differently. We have 26 young people living with us at the moment for 3 years in Godstone. We've been in Godstone for 14 years. 26 young people live with us, doing life skills and doing performing arts, not so that they can be on the X Factor and be shouted at by Simon Cowell, but so that after they've performed a few times, particularly performing stuff that they've written about their own lives, they can then meet a housing officer and a social worker and be entirely confident about that. Because they get very confident when they're working with us, every now and then we take them out to people who are worse off than them and work with them. And the place where you're worst off of all is prison. And we have been twice now to High Down for a week of songwriting with the prisoners. Not a treat for the prisoners, because they wrote songs about family and friends and how much they were missing them, and about pain and about what they'd done. And very often the first time they came to terms with it was writing a song about it, because writing a song is slightly at one remove from just talking about it. And the people we took with us, we took 3 wheelchair users, Gary and Ed and Nick, and we took Angus, and we took Jamie, who have other impairments, and we also took Stephen. And Stephen is here this evening, and I wanted to get him up to talk to him about it. Stephen, come up here. What were you expecting on your way to prison?
Oh, I say. Well, I remember I was feeling very, very nervous in the bus going through those gates, because you never know what you expect when you go through a prison. You think you're going to get a load of bad response.
And what did you find when you got in?
I saw a bit of anger, a bit of excitement. Probably a lot of the prisoners were looking at us thinking, who are you? Who are you people? I mean, yeah.
What effect did it have on you for the week?
Thinking that they were not going to be too friendly towards us. Thinking that they weren't going to like us for what we were, for what we do at the Orpheus. And so, yeah. How
long did it take before they started being friendly?
A second. We were walking along to the room, and they were in there, they were jamming, they shook our hands, made us feel part of them, and as we went through the week, they felt part of us, really.
Brilliant. Thank you, Steve. Having done it in prison, we want now to do it with young people at risk of offending. The same thing will work. They won't know it's going to work, and they will be nervous. But when guys in wheelchairs turn up, people with low self-esteem think, hey, they are worse off than me. Suddenly, my place in the pecking order has gone up one. And that has an amazing effect on what then happens. I'm going to play you Stephen's song, the song that he wrote while he was in the prison, and I think that explains it kind of better than anything.
Yes.
Press the button.
Sitting on the bus on the way to the prison, I was nervous, would I find fear and fighting? I was trying to keep calm, but I was frightened. It's not what I expected, it took me by surprise. A gang of friendly faces right before my eyes. No need to be nervous, no need to run and hide. I guess that they're just like me inside. They were jamming in the room when I walked in. They stopped and shook my hand and said, hey man, hey man. And the music inside. It's not what I expected, it took me by surprise.
Orpheus changes the life of young disabled people. Those young disabled people then can go out and change the lives of other people worse off than them. And we think that is worth making a song and dance about. And we think it's worth investing in. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Steve.